for townhall.com. We're at the town hall of Representative Steny Hoyer, a Democrat from Maryland. As you can see, the line is already snaking around the bottom of the high school. It's about 2 hours in advance of the start date, and I can't wait for what's next, so let's go. Steny Hoyer's town hall was a happening place, and I was the most happening of all, with my donkey piñata, my sign, and my painted shirt. But I was immediately accosted by one of his enforcers. Can I bring my donkey in?
I don't think so, but you can maybe ask the police officers and the ROTC guards.
Already, they've told me I can't bring my donkey friend in. I'm not sure how I feel about that. How do you feel, Kurt?
Well, I don't know, but I'm just glad everybody's showing up to show their opinions. It's time America got pissed off. We've had enough government spending, and this deficit is just it's out of control.
Gosh, it's very peaceful, and it's great to see like minds. I'm very, very happy to be here and hopeful.
I don't think this is a real debate, honestly. I think the politicians have made their mind up, and they're going to force health care.
When you have more than 8 out of 10 people happy with their health care, they're not going to be conned by a silver-tongued, socialist-trained rookie president into believing that the government-run health care is the solution to solve the problem.
Democrats were certainly outnumbered, but they weren't hard to find. And one of them really didn't seem to like my shirt. And I'm real curious why Obama is offensive.
Obama is offensive is because he is the duly elected president of the United States of America. He was elected by a majority of the people. He is not a negative. To take someone's name, Obama, and put the word no in front of it is disrespectful. It's incredibly disrespectful.
Were you against the anti-Bush posters that were really prevalent towards the end of his term?
I actually don't recall those.
Yes, I was listening to you interview the last one where she couldn't recall anything about what they put in front of Bush's names. That's quite amazing to me since we went through 8 years of total bashing.
We're getting towards the front of the line here. As you can see, it's pretty long. And I tried to talk to some of these union-looking members at the front, but they said that I wasn't legitimate. So unfortunately, we did not get the interview. Oh well. They made everyone leave their signs out front. I still had the donkey intact, but then they said I had to leave it outside. Can I put it in my backpack?
Can he go beyond the yellow line?
You guys can come around.
All right.
But we can't have that in, so I don't know what you're going to do with it, but please.
Naturally, I did what he said, but that didn't mean I had to like it. Well, win some and lose some, I guess. We're in. We lost the sign, we lost the donkey, we lost a little self-respect, but we made it. And we're going into the auditorium, and Steny Hoyer is going to come out, and we're going to make a ruckus. Steny Hoyer said a lot of interesting stuff, but the most interesting thing was sitting right next to me. Everyone was handed a raffle ticket when they entered the event, and if your number was called, you got to ask a question. The lady sitting next to me was wearing a loud union shirt and was handed a ticket halfway through the event by someone else in the crowd. She then walked up and asked a question herself.
I am deeply concerned about talk that we are not going to do enough to hold private insurance companies accountable for the deeds they do, and the deeds they do are wrong.
So when she came back, I had a question to ask her. Ma'am, I just wanted to know if that person who handed you the ticket was a paid union representative or if he was doing it by his own volition.
I got a ticket too.
Oh, so you used your ticket instead of the one that was handed to you?
What we did was everybody got a ticket. Some people are nervous about asking questions. We all agreed people who wanted to ask questions. We'd pull our tickets, and if they got called, we would do it. Yeah.
How many of you guys work in the crowd?
We have a lot of members here in Southern Maryland, and I don't know how many of us are here offhand.
So let me get this straight. First, she lied about using her own ticket, and then tried to explain herself away by saying that everyone pools tickets and that it wasn't a big deal. I saw a lot of that event, and I can assure you, no one else was pooling tickets. All right, it's over. 3 main conclusions. 1, It was awesome. Republicans were out here in full force, and their cheers way outweighed the Democrats. I mean, people against Steny Hoyer were much, much louder than those who were for him. Second of all, despite having a louder Republican presence, there were way more questions from Democrats than Republicans. I think this was indicative of rampant union activity, especially given the fact that we sat down next to one, a shady union deal happening right next to us, and I'm painted in Republican war paint. So what does that tell you? Third, I'm still really pissed about the loss of my donkey and the loss of my sign. So when we get out there, I'm going to have a word with the cops. Actually, I'm not. I'm just going to go out quietly and not cause a ruckus. But I'm still really angry.